made sure that you are applying for the support from the right municipality. This has been a problem. Individual municipalities, they may have provided some deductions or postponings for the rents concerning business premises that the city or town owns. For example, Espoo City Council has agreed on April already on this kind of short-term reliefs. And at the governmental level, the Finnish government has already brought and is about to bring even more financial support mechanisms for companies suffering in disruptive circumstances. And as you know, Business Finland allocates financial support for companies employing more than 5 persons. And there are 2 different types of support. One where the maximum support is 10,000 euros, and the other where the maximum is 100,000 euros. And the local ELY centers allocate pretty much same support for companies employing people from 1 to 5 persons. And I have one notice that companies which include more than 1 partner, and that means that there are more than 1 person who are entrepreneurs and work in the company, they should seek their support from ELY center. Sole entrepreneurs, 2,000 euros support is not available in these cases. And it's also good to pay attention for the preconditions. These supports administrated by Business Finland and ELY centers, they require some kind of project and related development plan or description. So the company must have a development perspective in the application, which the company wants to investigate further or put in the execution. Especially Business Finland is restricted by law to allocate support without development perspective. And this means that companies must indicate at least some creativeness or innovativeness when filling the application for Business Finland or ELY center supports. Municipalities, so cities and towns, they are now allocating this support for sole entrepreneurs. And of course, there is some preconditions for this support. Like I said, first of all, the applicant must be a full-time entrepreneur and the only person who works in the company. This is a precondition that has to be met. And support itself is available for all company forms, including also light entrepreneurs. But like I mentioned before, if there are any other partners who also work in the company and are considered entrepreneurs, then the company is not eligible for sole entrepreneur support. And if the company is employing people, it's good to remind that if the company has only laid off employees, the entrepreneur is not considered as sole entrepreneur. Only if the company has totally terminated working contracts. In these cases, the entrepreneur is interpreted as sole entrepreneur. Okay, we demand the tax debt certificate from everybody, independently whether they have tax debt or not. And if the applicant has tax debts, he or she has to have an arrangement with tax administration. And if there are a lot of tax debts or there are really old ones, then we usually require a special arrangement about these tax debts. But the tax debts itself are not obstacle, but you have to have an arrangement with tax administration for it. I would like to emphasize that it's really important that you have made sure that you are applying for the support from the right municipality. This has been a problem, for example, here in Espoo and also in other municipalities. So you should check your company's official registered municipality from Business Company Search. And this is found from the Finnish Patent and Registration Office's webpage. In Finnish, the system is called YTJ system, YTJ system. And you also should notice that your company's postal or home address is not the same thing as the registered municipality for the business. And of course, I want to emphasize also that one precondition for this support is that the business has been profitable before COVID pandemic, and the financial situation and sales has suffered significantly since 16th of March on, when compared to previous months or last year. And what is significant reduction or suffering? So it's at least 30% or more in sales revenue. And if the applicant has other salary income, then you are not eligible for this support. But if you have retired and you get pension income, that doesn't affect. And one precondition is also that the applicant must either have valid pension insurance for entrepreneurs, in Finnish we call it YEL, or prove the minimum of 20,000 euros invoicing or entrepreneurial income. And invoicing can include VAT, I mean value added tax. And if the business has started from 1st of January this year on, then the entrepreneur must prove that he or she would have reached at least 20,000 euros invoicing without corona restraints. Yeah, full-time entrepreneurs have the possibility to register themselves as job seekers. It's temporarily arrangement. When they register themselves to, for example, Uudenmaan TE-toimisto as job seekers, they get temporarily unemployment benefit. It's called työmarkkinatuki. And this arrangement is until at the end of June. It's available for everybody who have pension insurance. I think it's demanded that you have pension insurance, that you are unable to register yourself as job seeker. So you have to be a full-time entrepreneur. You can ask for extension to your tax payments from tax administration. In my opinion, there are not yet other supports, but like I said, Finnish government is about to bring even more support mechanisms. For example, for restaurants, and there is also coming some kind of general support which is independent on the industry or line of business. So these kind of support mechanisms are available in the near future. To be honest, I don't have any prognosis or estimation how it's going to be. Of course, the times right now they seem a bit hazy, and it's difficult to predict the future. But there is always hope, even though it now seems that things are not that good or economy is sinking, but still I think there is always hope, and I would perhaps stress that that if you have any chance in your business after this hardest time that we now face is over, so then you have good possibilities to continue. But of course, it depends on the industry and of course also the global situation. I assume that if you have a good business plan and related calculations, it's not difficult to get the funding from the bank or from Finnvera either. But of course, it may be that they have to take into consideration these tougher times and what is the actual demand at the moment in the market. But I reckon that, for example, if you are applying for startup grant from TE office, I don't think that there are any restrictions because of corona pandemia. So if you have a good business plan and calculation and some kind of policy that you are going through when you are starting the business, so I don't think that it's not that it would cause any problems to get the funding. Of course, it's good if you have some funding of your own. It's always more it helps you if you have some funding of your own, but still. I just would like to welcome you all to Enterprise Espoo to get really good free of charge advice from our business advisors. So go to our website www.enterpriseespoo.fi and I wish all our viewers mental strength in these difficult times and that there is always hope for the better. So perhaps I would like to encourage everybody that this is not the end, but perhaps start for something new also.